Hello, welcome back to Courtside Chronicles. We got a few things to discuss today. I said I'd be talking to you after the first games of the regular season, so here we are. Let's get right into it. So last night I saw the Los Angeles Lakers and Denver Nuggets play. We had the ring ceremony for the Denver Nuggets. Great ring that they presented them. There's actually a dial where you can talk about the inception of the team changing from 1967 to 2023, which changes the background color above the mountains on the actual ring. Very cool design there. I saw DeAndre Jordan talking about it after the game. Really interesting design. Definitely something new. And there's a part on the inside that you can take out if you wanted to wear just the banner in yellow gold as the ring. So, first off, I just want to say I saw some things in the game that surprised me, and I saw some things that didn't so much. So, first off, I want to say that I thought AD was going to be a little bit more aggressive. He was aggressive early on and actually scored all of his points in the first half. The problem being, just before the first half had ended, he hit a 3-point jump shot, got a little bit too much confidence on that end, and really settled for jumpers in that second half, and went scoreless because of it. When AD attacks the rim and gets down low in the paint, I think he's a great player, but when he settles for jump shots, it becomes a real issue. I saw a graphic when being guarded by Jokic, who was struggling with fouls and didn't play the best to his defensive abilities at all times. He shot 4 for 13 against Jokic, but when guarding Jokic, he struggled. Jokic shot 7 of 10. And there's a big difference there. Obviously, Jokic had a triple-double. I want to say it was 29 points, 13 rebounds, 12 assists, I believe was the number. Great first opening night for him. He looked phenomenal. I don't think he missed a three-point or a jumper for that matter overall. And Jamal Murray looked pretty solid. Aaron Gordon really impressed me as he was showing off the handle, doing a whole lot there. Dishing to the open man. His passing and court vision really stood out to me, and definitely his athleticism, and he hit a jumper. So great first game from Aaron Gordon. He did have that dunk that LeBron and the Lakers didn't like, where he touched the rim with his left hand, dunk with the right. Probably should have been called off, but there was also a call earlier in that game, which is why I think that was a makeup call later on, where Taurean Prince, clearly fouled Jamal Murray on a three-point jump shot. They just called it out of bounds. It was still the Nuggets' ball, but it should have been shooting three, and they could have had that right away. There was another play. LeBron hit the side of the backboard. We go down a few possessions later, and Reggie Jackson sticks his right foot out. LeBron steps on it. It looks like an ankle breaker. LeBron just stepping on Reggie Jackson's foot. Reggie, of course, drained the three. A lot of people talking about that. Wasn't an ankle breaker, looked cool initially in live, but we can see that Reggie did stick out the foot and LeBron just happened to step on it. Could have been dangerous, could have rolled his ankle. Glad he's okay there, but still nice play nonetheless. Overall, throughout this game, AD struggled on the glass as well. I don't think he had a rebound at the 3-minute remaining mark in the second quarter. Really needs to crash the glass more aggressively. His mobility was really lacking last night as well. He didn't even seem up to speed with Jokic in some aspects. And what stood out to me for the Lakers is LeBron James, driving to the rim, year 21, just to the rim at will whenever he wanted to in transition, constantly finishing with the left, lots of finger rolls, great penetration there, and he didn't really settle for a lot of jump shots. However, he probably should have taken a few more in this game, probably would have helped them. But the jump shooting was all on Taurean Prince, who poured in 18 points. He looked absolutely phenomenal in this game. Did exactly what the Lakers and LeBron James especially want him to do off ball, spotting up perfectly in those corners where he loves to shoot, as well as the wing. Other than that, Austin Reeves, he looked fine. He had spurts where he looked like a great player, and he had other spurts where he looked like he was just kind of out there. Pretty inconsistent overall. Rui Hachimura off the bench looked really dusty to me. He didn't look really well polished or season ready, and Gabe Vincent picked up those 3 very quick fouls on Jamal Murray, playing him a little bit too tough. D'Angelo Russell's jumper looked a little shaky. He picked it up towards the third and fourth quarter, hitting them, but they're really short. It's a classic with D'Angelo. He's either shooting really short front rim or straight in. There's no in between with him. He can either be really on or really off, and we got the fairly off version last night. The bench really just didn't produce for the Lakers overall, whereas the Nuggets had guys like Reggie Jackson, Christian Brown come in, play great. I didn't really like the minutes that I saw of Zeke Naji. It was okay, but he was really getting thrown around on the glass, not grabbing rebounds, allowing them to the other team's guards. I think Cam Reddish out-rebounded him on the offensive glass a couple times. Not what you like to see, and the Nuggets really looked like the champions in this one as they just plain got things done. I also want to mention Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who won a championship, of course, with the Lakers in the bubble, and last year with the Nuggets. Looked great coming off screens, hitting some shots, and he looked solid in this game as well. Michael Porter Jr., okay, he was hitting some really contested jump shots. His offensive rebounding looked pretty good, and he played okay defense, but he was pretty quiet for the most part of the game, so I think the shine really went to Aaron Gordon there at the wing/power forward position, and that would be about it for that game. I didn't get to catch the entirety of the Suns and Warriors games because I do live in Newfoundland time zone, which is actually an hour and a half ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So that game didn't even start until about 11:30 my time. A bit too late for a weeknight. However, I did catch some highlights and try to catch some recap of that. It looked like the Warriors were a little bit shaky. I didn't like the Steph Curry, Chris Paul backcourt. Didn't really look like it was getting things done that game. Really early to tell. The absence of Draymond Green obviously is absolutely huge for the two of those guys. You add another playmaker and a great defensive anchor there in Draymond Green. And the Suns looked like they were clicking without Bradley Beal. I kind of worry, actually, when Bradley Beal comes back, if that's going to cause a log jam there for them, where it's another person that wants the ball and wants to shoot, or maybe it was just better without him last night. We'll have to see how that all plays out. And shout out to Yusuf Nurkic, who struggled with injuries now for a very long time, who hit the game-winning layup last night. So, solid game from the Suns overall. Hopefully they can still put things together like they did last night once we get Bradley Beal back in the lineup. And I can't wait to see some more basketball here tonight. I'm recording this about a half an hour before the games start. And I will be in touch with you there tomorrow after we see lots of NBA action here on this Wednesday night. This has been Core Chronicles. I'll see you next time.